everybody's like recession, recession, recession. And usually when you say recession enough times, a recession comes, right? I had a conversation yesterday with somebody. It's like, so we have inflation, we have, all this crazy stuff going on in the economy, and everybody's like recession, recession, recession. And usually when you say recession enough times, a recession comes, right? Are you guys making any plans around that, or what do you think is going to happen in dental? Like, have you thought about that, or is that something that hasn't been on your mind?
Man, really good question. You've had about three of these that have stopped me here. It's on my list. I have a partner in the business, and it's on my list to chat with him about. We were supposed to yesterday, and just didn't end up with the time. Because I don't, Gary. To be honest, I don't know. Here's some of my thoughts. I've been through about two of these in the last, like the two serious ones in the past 22
Yeah.
years. I can say fairly certainly dentistry has been very recession proof.
Yeah.
I've watched that even through COVID. I mean, we had the moment where it was like, oh crap, but everything's bounced back. So I say that I'm really grateful we're in a profession that has been fairly recession proof. I don't know, man. Like this economic climate ever since COVID, it's like we've all tried to make predictions and graphs and all the things and play it out, and
The market, we're
it.
going into a recession. Oh no, I mean houses are going to double in price. That's right. Like it's
I
this
know,
the
and
exact opposite of everything happened. Yeah.
I know, and obviously, I think there's some like real logic to it. I think when we get some perspective, we'll see like, hey, that much stimulus dumped in creates this. Like, you can't avoid that and all that kind of stuff. But I don't know. The American consumer and the public is also so optimistic and bullish in psychology. I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I mean, I would love to hear
Yeah.
your thoughts because I've been asking
No,
myself as a business leader, do I need to like, how do we need to look at this?
well, yeah. So I had the same exact situation. So last week, my business partner and I sat down and we were like, all right, we need to talk about the coming recession. Like, what's this going to look like? What does it look like for dental? What does it look like for us? How do we plan for it and make sure that we're protecting our team, make sure that we're protecting, all of our investments, all those kind of things. So the, the way I look at it is if you go back and look at the numbers, general dentistry is actually extremely consistent. Like even
Yeah.
in down, very little wiggle on huge down markets. Where you get a lot of um, pushback or a lot of huge dips is in the specialty side of things.
Yeah.
And so
Yep.
if your agency is loaded with specialty, then yeah, there's a potential for a lot of people to go out. And in 2008, what actually happened is when we had that pullback, everybody was doing like the hot thing back then was not DSOs, it was boutique, right? So like we're
Yeah.
just going to open an office and just do this one service, veneers, that's it. You know what I mean? Or Invisalign, that's it. We're not going to do
Yeah.
anything else. And at the time, it was working because everybody was pulling money out of their houses and everybody was equity rich, right? And HELOC rich. And then when the market turned and people lost those houses, like that dried up and those boutiques like shut down. And
Yeah.
specialty has some of that, right? Like if and the way I look at it is this is more of a business model point of view of it. If you look at general dentistry, it's a recurring model, right? It's like marketing. Every month, you got people paying you money, right? And you have this MRR coming in, and you're building that out. Well, the specialty side is a sales model. It's not a recurring model. It's not.
Yeah.
You're not getting people back in. You're not getting $1,500 a year from every single patient, and then you have a way to get them to come back every 6 months. You're just like, hey, we're just selling one time, and if we close half of our cases this month, we're killing it. And if we miss
Yeah.
one or two of those, then we have a bad month. Well, if that dries up for 1 or 2 months, you literally don't have a business anymore, right?